EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here. As it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are on the Allegiant Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Bouncing its way through. And they're going to start it. To throw right away is Hell. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. No sense risking anything there. First down, even the receiver in the pocket. And the receiver to his side, so just put that on the spot. The only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done. Here's Hal. Flush to his right. It's caught outside Robinson. He's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second. 2nd and 5. Now Howell. Oh, he rifles one. It's going to be intercepted. Jacoby Ball has it. And the Raiders are going to take.
We'll take it. First drive, made them rage quit. Defense alone. Didn't even make it past midfield. Boy, I got 9-game losing streak. What's going on with the world? I can't be quitting. I be trying to tell you I don't tap out. Play, try to learn. Losing don't make you better. Quitting before you can figure out any resolve, it's not.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go down on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Hurts throwing right away. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Throwing is Hurts.
For the defense there, they forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even buying that.
Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs from 21 yards away. And the Raiders will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, so he's going to have him go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Smith will come in motion right. They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead here's Swift. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what it was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on it. Perfect time. He did
about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They've got his man complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the 1st quarter. Here's another good example.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send Brown in motion right. A fake on the jet sweep. Actually hurts. Max Crosby. And there to get him for a loss.
That's what blitzing does.
It will be 4th down.
We
I send more than what you're blocking.
I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. They'll try and throw forward with Hurts. Forced out.
Look at that bracket coverage. Look at that bracket coverage, bro. Look at that bracket coverage, bro. Turn your matches on, people. Turn your matches on.
The Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here in a row. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The second down attempt.
Come on, Jacobs. Better than that.
Facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Oh! Oh! First game. Hold on. Let me get in my groove. Jacob, stop blocking, bro. Just go run your route.
Field position. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Trying to shake off the interception. It's coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense.
Where you going?
Shaking his head, frustrated right now by himself. From the gun, it's Hurts.
You can't drop that.
And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Eagles
I thought I was playing, bro.
and the Raider D, they get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the shutout, at least for now, is still
Low ones. Match with low ones. So you can throw
last time is gambled in their own territory.
pause before, bro.
But the defense held, gave up no points.
And Brandon, sometimes it all just comes together. And I think the head coach senses it today. His defense, they're absolutely on fire. It doesn't matter where the ball is on the field. That defense trots out there.
Man, I know I can make that throw.
Chasing the shot. Teammates here on the offensive side going to try to provide a touchdown and gain the momentum even more on this series. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit, and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Sticking to the air with O'Connell here.
Oh, man, I messed that up.
It's Incomplete. Took a shot.
Hit the wrong button.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. That's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
2nd and 10. Now O'Connell. This is caught. Tucker. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, O'Connell back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Josh McDaniels has got faith in his offense, and he's going to have them go for 2. Now they'll change things around before the snap. O'Connell's throwing for it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
You have the highest rated team in Madden. You better not fucking rage quit. No excuse. I have a 78 overall team. Come on, bro.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Play ball.
They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they end up running themselves out of time.
If that's what you're going to do, you shouldn't be playing Madden at all. You shouldn't be wasting your money every year. What's the point of queuing up for a game to play if you're not going to play? You scared of that defense, ain't you? That what it is?
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They're inching closer and closer to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up,
That man's scared of my defense.
all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment. That really gets you
Scared
in
of
more
my,
trouble.
he got the whole Eagles out here, and he's scared of this 78 overall defense. I'm done, son. Look at him. This is going on YouTube, by the way. Got your game tag up there and everything. Go on, play like a bitch and quit. Come on. Bye-bye. That's too, boy, that defense is insane. What y'all want to do is y'all want to turn your match coverages on, because some things that I start doing is I'll put those outside off-ball linebackers in match zones, and they start playing that bracket coverage when I had that seam flat, quarter flat, vertical hook, and I just bracketed that. He had one receiver because he was so scared of the blitz, and I just put that match coverage on the field. He ain't had nowhere to go. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I told you, I try to expand on things that I do good. First, I figure out the blitz that I want to use, and then I scheme off of it. Start putting the match zones in and fake like I'm blitzing. Make you block everybody, and then you ain't got no routes out there. When all I'm doing is show blitz. Yeah, turn your match zones on. And then when you're ready to start making your adjustments, initially you don't have to adjust. Like, just come out in the blitz that I show you, and see how they perform under pressure. All right, see who they're going to a lot. See who their reads are. Who they're getting rid of the ball fast to if the blitz comes to them. That's all you have to adjust to. Then once you figure out what they're going to, you put the match zone on the field. See, that match zone is going to lock up with the receiver if the receiver comes in his direction. So if he runs a wheel route, that match zone is going to follow it. If he goes to the flat, that match zone is going to follow it. Okay, so just only difference is when you play man usually plays the receiver unless it breaks inside. Match zones play the ball. Match zones get underneath. Man usually gets over the top in those situations.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Back to throw, Purdy. That is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and when that was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
This defense looking for a run stop. This is 3rd down and 6. McCaffrey running up the middle. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, it's Purdy. Flushed out right. And that one in the hands of Downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for the game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
So when somebody starts to threaten them, I'll be serious because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action, now Purdy. Pressure, and down he goes. They sack it back at the 36. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They moved it well, but here's 3rd down. McCaffrey on the counter, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. O'Connell looking to throw on first. This a screen to Abdul. This before being stopped at the 28.
It's a pretty cool when they go into games. They don't mind going off screens and they don't carry them down. They were maybe 1 block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen. And that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
It's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now this time, getting this one right down inside the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw, O'Connell. From 19 yards away, and the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, and he's going to have them go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it at the 20. And he will get in to make it indefinite. And of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. He passes there and it works.
Pretty straightforward, didn't it? Open receiver, the ball's put on it. 2 points for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
Yeah, they need to hurry up and pass that.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Shotgun now with Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Samuel. And this play will be blown up. Yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Third down at 13. Here's Purdy. Purdy on 4th down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. A surprising move to go for him. Predictably, somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. O'Connell on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he walks it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give them 12 yards that time. Las Vegas first. To throw here, O'Connell. And this is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had to put more beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
O'Connell back to the air on 2nd down. He hits it. Touchdown. 26 yards. Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead slows to 16. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
You know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do what this time.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 35. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out. McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So a decent gain there, but not their fourth consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Almost a win for the defense, and if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Escaping the pressure late. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where the quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Purdy will set up to throw here. And he wisely threw it.
And here, you're down to the red zone. You need to be smarter than that varsity. It's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Purdy looking to throw. And they're going to get it. He's safe. He gets to the line. It's also third down. Purdy. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more.
Master of match coverage, man. I'm telling you.
They got to find a way to bring those two elements together.
It's the information y'all want, man. I'm the guy to come to.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now.
I had stopped running it for a while when I was converting from turn to next. But I had to put reps in, practice, make sure everything's working the way I intended it to.
Is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Offense set to get this drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
With as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or stop getting and start over again.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Throwing, O'Connell.
They wouldn't let me get inside.
It's intercepted. And the Niners will take possession here up at the 44. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And complete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Play action, now here's Purdy to throw. And this is through the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Purdy now to throw. That's Samuel caught inside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion facing a 3rd and 12. Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
Match coverage, my guy. There you go, man, with match zones.
From 19 yards away. And the 49ers get a late score here in the
corner
final
left.
minute of the first half. Jake Moody now for the point after. And it's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now. So after the main field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone.
Wish the juice were better than Regs.
The offense from Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they'll play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
O'Connell to throw on second down.
I'd be willing to make them throws. I know I can make them. Really just be the time.
A big mistake there, late interception this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just have to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press in, try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Yeah, we could see points the other way here. The end zone on first down, but it lines up incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. Ready to go.
And tightened up for the defense a little bit.
And they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Stay on gas. Put on the gas.
Here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime total is a positive one. What do you think the total?
So they actually make that throw.
Turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly hopped on it, but I think they told him.
See how I'm controlling where his user is going to open up everything else. I know exactly where his user is going to be. He's going to babysit that. We have anything else I want. If you don't want to babysit it, bro, I'm going to hit you with that free form.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Press it again, bro, but he hit you up that seat. You're not going to like it.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell.
Come on, Mayor. He's having Waller, man. He's got us down.
Target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Now we got it.
Find him.
I don't know what I'm about to do now.
Sticking to the air with O'Connell here. And that's complete to Adams. And he gets this all the way to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go for it. O'Connell.
You gonna babysit that route. That's what scheming does. You control who they use her, how they use her, and then you exploit it.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter, drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Like I said, it all starts with labbing your free forms. Once you get something good at something, they have to respect it. And then once they start respecting it, they're not defensive adjusting. They're just sitting there just worried about one thing.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group...
That's a 96-speed corner, my guy. I'm sure you want to do that.
Chance to really extend this lead out.
A second down throw for Purdy. And he will find his man Samuel. And they get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
I'm running down the ball.
He's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Play action, now Purdy. They'll roll him out right.
Purdy is not out running.
Downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough half time trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when he went into the workroom. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Samuel's going to go in motion right. Under a heavy motion down he goes. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They failed one single spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, you're pulling plugs. I want to see that defense, I'm telling you. You take what they want away and force them to open that playbook, man. A lot of people get uncomfortable trying to find new plays in a live game. You know, they go to YouTube and they look for the YouTube plays, and that's their whole offense. Once you take that shit away from them, they don't know how to open a playbook, bro. It's just like they're not comfortable.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap. As it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are on our way here in Las Vegas. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Be sure you do that first, fellas.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away. A pass complete downfield. It's
Okay, run with him.
right sideline. And for the Chiefs touchdown.
I accidentally base the line.
Valdez scaling 75 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lines.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays.
You accidentally make that wrong adjustment, putting your stuff in too fast, and that's going to take 4 or 5 seconds to adjust it away from
And
you.
it seems like it goes right out the window.
And be able to set up.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped to the 17. O'Connell looking to throw on first. Complete to Troy Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And O'Connell now to throw.
For the laser pitch. Be careful users over there. I trust my ability to perform.
Crosses the 50 and gets to the 49. Back-to-back good plays. Allen on the move on first down. Now O'Connell. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pass off to the 2 to 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Back to throw. O'Connell. Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Josh McDaniels has got faith in his offense, and he's going to have them go for 2. O'Connell's throwing for it. And all will be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. On the return, it's Washington. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Yeah, no mistake here.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. It keeps the entire defense rested up. Those are the words and trademarks of defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
It's Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, he got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Mahomes. That ball
Come
is
on, Bolton.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, Mahomes. That's complete. 23 yards, the final tally. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now this one from about 2 counties over. After the sack, they come up on a second and very long. To throw, it's Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Yes, real defensive resistance there. Seeing not so fast to a good drive. They marched to the end zone last time out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down, went backwards. It's third and very long.
Matt Peppers for the win.
Raiders are in a great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, really not much secret there. Third and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because third and long situations.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Here's O'Connell. As he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench into what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works.
There he goes, right side. First down. After running a 1-point game, 7-6. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's O'Connell. Jacoby Myers from 19 yards away, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
Practice makes perfect, fellas.
Josh McDaniels has got faith in his offense, so he's going to have him go for 2. It's caught at the line, and he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
By Pacheco on second down. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners with great vision. You know, those guys that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus House, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been
times, baby. Pat Mahomes can't save you. The Eagles can't save you. I'm gonna go through all 32 teams, bro. They can't save you. You need to learn how to pay attention to what's going on. These folks didn't pay attention to school, man. I guarantee you most of these people were sitting in the back of the classroom with their head on the desk. They ain't trying to learn nothing. They want to go on YouTube and find money plays and play with the best rated teams in the game, thinking that gonna help them win. No sir, bro. You gotta play ball when you get matched up with me. You better be ready for it too. Cause I always adapt. I'm always thinking, processing. I come back stronger. Losing makes you better. I'm telling you. I took losses over the years, and I learned from them.
Brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, is set to be battled here. As the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Green Bay.
End of the game film that I showed. You know, I process that information. What beats me? What am I beating? How can I make myself better?
On play action. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Okay, Bert, a couple points of interest right here, right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on here, you think this is something we could see a lot?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Love looking to throw it. That is caught. And he gets us up to 9 yards there. 9 yards on the play to first down.
Four receivers sit here on 3rd down. They're going to spread the field, make you play sideline to sideline, make you defend every play of the grass. Good spacing there offensively as they get the completion and the first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know, the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Looking deep here for Dobbs. And that could be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That sounds going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
And he slips it past the 45 before being tackled. Big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
But it appears that they're man defense even to the out route. And what you have to do in that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit out back on their heels, but they had a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. It's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage, you're losing the battle, just jump over the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Being chased out left.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. The Packers unable to pick up the first.
No, I don't. Those are I'm using pass rushers in that position, not fat guys. Shouldn't be bench him. He'd be outside the 5 tech. Laser.
That's to a man who's used to catching passes in the green and gold. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Practice makes perfect, fellas. I'm telling you. Big lab. You'll be just as good as I am at that shit.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change.
No defense safe against it, too. You can do that shit against any defense in the game.
One side handled it way better.
As long as you got the practice and you understand where you need to place it.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. And a drive started. We'll see how they respond this go around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and go again.
It is a different
My whole front seven's in the backfield. There's my team, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Thank you.
That's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it.
Okay, thank you.
When you get that, you can
Thank you.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 35.
That's fine, bro.
That's a Packers touchdown.
That's fine. You're going to deal with it the whole game. That's fine. You can deal with it the whole game.
And the Packers are with an extra point and tying up this ballgame. Anders Carlson now for the point after.
It's not a glitch play, bro. It's gap assignments.
So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and they're tied 7-7.
Y'all better tell them, fellas.
So they'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
It don't matter, girl. I'm match personnel with the gap, so it don't matter what you say. As long as I win my one-on-one in the gap assignment responsibilities, I'm winning.
Offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true. Last drive, that was the case. Success here.
It's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They will run out the gun for Jacobs. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
You realize you're in a weak box, right?
On 2nd down, Jacobs powers through it.
That's why I'm no huddling. You might want to call timeout.
These two teams all tied after one. downs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Jacobs.
The off-ball linebacker is not going to sit there and shed off a lineman, my guy. You're in a weak box.
He's way down inside the 30.
And I will do it again. You're in a weak box. You gotta learn how to gap assignment defense, bro. Okay. You're relying on inside stuff, but I'm canceling your inside stuff out. It's just not gonna work, my guy.
There's a handoff to Jacobs.
Get out of it.
Just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Thank you.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in the second quarter. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. To throw here, O'Connell.
Too easy. You've got no gap integrity in the defense.
A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want to get happy, but you also want to rein it before the college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it.
Weak box.
And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. The kickoff unit is out of the field, and they will send this one away. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored. They just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now. So they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown.
This is tough to watch. It's easier to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive than less into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. That's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth. All right, help me out here, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On 3rd down. Now this out deep for Reed. That to the sideline.
User.
And the Raiders
Wow, we can go after Peters, huh? It's my best corner.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline will talk to the signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love dancing to his left.
Bracket.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in West territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allow that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Love.
Shit, Peters. You gonna keep going after Peters for, bro?
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Love now. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to use the Packers first down as they get the third down conversion.
That's a play that we're really talking about big moments in this game. Plays like this one are going to keep drives going, and points result. We'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry by Jones. As he gets this thing down the 11 more on that one and another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a first and 10 at the 11. And they'll keep on the ground. Jones looking to find a lane, but he can't. Hand in at the line of scrimmage. Below Nichols here on the stop. Second and 10. Here's Love. He's got the hook up with Downs. And he takes his down at the 2. A gain there on the play. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. To throw now, here's Love. He's got it. Let's go. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are back within a couple of the lead. A little surprising they won't go for 2, but this is how we go. This is the one-point game. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Oh, and miscommunication on the ball's out. So a teammate backing him up there. That was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return down because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We're going to get it back.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about. That's what they talk about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
O'Connell on first and 10. Throw outside complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down throw, O'Connell. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The defense has no ideas. They're trying to make a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Once again, O'Connell back to throw. Short throw is hard by Weaver. He's out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now O'Connell. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I think they've been well suited to take that typical physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing on second down. Here's O'Connell. 9 seconds now.
counts at this stage of the game. But for driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish on 6 instead of 3.
Play action. Now O'Connell. Pass to the side. Now whistles in a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. O'Connell. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time to run out on this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Packers 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this laid out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
You can't play man coverage in that defense. You can't play run defense like that.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Jacobs going to try the middle. And not a whole lot of room right there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Josh McDaniels has got faith in his offense, and he's going to have him go for 2.
O'Connell's throwing for it. And no, it throws incomplete. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That strong return is set them up nicely for this drive. We all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I looked at the Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Buying time to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another another incompletion.
Throwing. Love. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never down for a second. They pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well. Think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to poker play and not the throw.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Love with it near third and short yardage.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Able to find the open man. It's complete. Have it in the red zone before he crosses right out of bounds. How about them binding up 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitted.
A lot of confidence there. Because even if you overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, you're going to second guess you the rest of the game.
Now Jones. Maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
They'll try again with Jones. And we'll get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Carlson on for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired. And how about this decision? Tie game, fourth quarter. They want the ball back on the onside kick. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they got it. They recovered it. Well, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up properly, that's tough enough to begin with. When you go grab it and where it goes, you got no shot.
2 yards to loss, second and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of binding him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
I think you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
it's O'Connell. He's taken down. You're sure getting time, finding free and getting the quarterback. Here's A.J. Cole as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to pull it away. And he didn't play spin on that one. It's a deferred. It continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Excellent job by your defense to force the opportunity in the fourth quarter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. He might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now Love. He finds his man. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Packers on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be third and 5. Love looking to throw it.
You're not going to get any better opportunities than that to take the lead in the fourth quarter. He's got a man wide open. Oh, my goodness. Just too much air under the ball. And he knew it right away.
Love to throw on fourth. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. And they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And a strong run there as he maneuvers his way down inside the 15. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And maybe measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll come up now. This is second and long. Here's O'Connell. He'll buy some time right. And he's brought down. Now, he's been quiet all afternoon. He may just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Here we go. First and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. White.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give me advantage.
They'll look to throw. And this one is
yeah, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer. In this case, it's unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both your pins in this race.
It's okay, Paulie. And just in the time limit for two.
Here's 1st and 10. Love. And he takes a shot on the release. It should be incomplete.
Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit, get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here, relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Trying to dial up the way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
Exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them. I think the confidence on the ball here, no panic in his eyes. As that throw arrived, tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. He's playing to can't do anything with the football. It's a sack. That's one down. They had to go with such.
Go ahead and quit, bitch. What the fuck? People turning their power off and shit? Like, bro. That boy is What a generation soft, bro. Set that spamming the same play like I wasn't good at fucking making an adjustment to it. Like, bro, you can't do stuff like that. And then you ranked. Oh, you know he mad. You know he mad. Played all them games, my dude, that you matched up against the real one that knew what the fuck he was doing. You know he mad. No, he's mad, fellas. Like I said, I ain't lying, man. It's the best defense in the game, bro. Stop buying fucking ebooks. If you got friends that got an addiction to buying ebooks, tell them to come to me. Save their money. Save a friend now. Stop having these folk waste money on fucking bullshit ass content creators, man. Like they don't care about y'all, man. They really don't. I would be so much happier if everyone played correct football instead of sitting there trying to find a money play. Like, the Madden would be so much better if everybody played like me. I'm just saying, just in general, it'd be more competitive for one. Because y'all already know, man, if I had a better team, I got it. Yeah, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to teach it to you, man. The thing with match coverage, I want you to have the mindset bracket coverage. All right? That's the thing with match coverage. You have to understand there's going to be situations where you need to bracket. All right? It's not everyone's just straight man. It's just man with brackets that'll play the ball. That's pretty much what it is. As long as you come out in the right formation. First and foremost, you have to be somewhat aligned, whether you're playing the gap fits on the offensive line. What the fuck? But you're either going to match that way or you're going to match the coverage. It's not going to be possible to match both, but you can use bluffs with the match zones on the front seven to kind of scheme around and get those brackets that you want. I'm going to teach you guys. Number one, any bunch set is going to be cover 2 sync. Cover 2 sync is very good versus, like, anything will be good versus verts. Verts is going to be the primary thing for dealing with your match coverages, you got to sit there and think of everything going vertical first and foremost. That's the logic. Is verticals is man to man. So with that being said, then you have to kind of understand the route concepts people are going to start using. What are some things that these match zones will do? When will the patterns change based on the route concepts? Okay, this is what I'm going to go ahead and teach you. All right. And it's tough doing with one stick, but we'll try. And I want you to focus mainly on just one side of the field. I might have to be on the offensive side of the ball for you guys to understand. All right, so let's just start by 2x2, and I'll just pick a verts, and then we'll match up with it with a dime, and they're not going to let me turn the coaching adjustments on. It might be a little tough. There we go. All right, so the zone coverages match. We'll just start with understanding the verts. Now I know the slot cornerback on the other side is going to be blitzing, so I'm not going to pay too much attention to him. I'm going to make my reads on the other side of the field. All right, so we're just going to throw verticals. I'm just going to let y'all pay attention to everything, and then we'll slow it down and teach you how match works. All right. One thing about match is you have to understand the bracket and release to defend anything underneath. All right. So what's going to happen here? Obviously, the corner's blitzing, so I'm not going. I guess I don't know where he's blitzing from, but okay. So I guess he's on the other side. Okay, so they auto flipped him to the other side, to the weak side. Okay, that's fine. I could care less about that. The main thing is, like I said, it's man to man. All right, so you got a soft squat here. He's going to run him downfield deep, but he's going to play a little bit underneath because he has over-the-top help. So when the ball gets thrown, or if they want to run a curl route, your defender is going to be underneath. Whereas if you're playing man and they run a curl route, your defender is going to be over the top and you're going to get beat. Okay? But like I said, think bracket coverage. All right? So you have safety help over the top if he goes deep. Over here. Same thing on this side, soft squat. You have safety help over the top if he goes deep. Remember, as soon as I throw the ball, that safety is going to gravitate, and it could be to the middle of the field. It could be all the way to the hash. That's the only difference. The deep halves play a lot of fucking field in match coverage, whereas in just drop zone defense, they might play like anywhere between these seams pretty much, and you can beat them to the sideline. So the regular cover 2 is going to be from seam to this point. All right. Match deep halves are going to be to the sideline to the middle of the field. All right. So match coverage has a little bit more range on it on those deep halves. The next thing is what I'm going to teach you is when we have a release. All right. So the running back is going to release. You have a vert hook right there. All right. So if that route crosses in and this route comes down, the vert hook should drop down to defend that. You see right there? And the mid-read picks up the crossing route. All right, so that's different than traditional cover 2 because, like I said, your vert hook over here is going to be man-to-man. Okay? But he's going to play slightly underneath. So if that ball tries to get fed inside, whereas where you beat normal cover 2, you try to fit that ball anywhere inside, you'll be able to lurk it. All right? So that's understanding from verts is man-to-man. All right. Now let's put the patterns in and start emphasizing and teaching how the patterns change. All right. So if we come out in that same formation, we know we got a vert hook over there on the left, and we know that the number 3 is going to take the vert hook. All right. So how do we change the coverage? So let's just do something simple. Let's just put a flat route on the field and watch how things change. If I'm not mistaken, the soft squat should drop and pick up the flat route, whereas that deep half is going to be playing further outside leverage to the sidelines to pick up the vertical. Okay, so we're just going to read that side of the field. Flat goes down, he picks up, safety matches over the top. Okay, and I threw that intentionally just to teach you. Okay, so understand how these match zones work. Understands, see right here. Okay, Bird Hook's going to play the check release. So wherever he comes, he'll have to rematch up with him. Nothing goes to the middle of the field. And that's really the only thing is like I change one route. As long as nothing goes to that other side of the field, he's just going to play zone out. And the bracket's going to be over there on the outside receiver. So sometimes you can get away with it a little bit depending on how this running back checks release. If he checks release inside, then the match zones underneath play down. If he checks release outside, then everything will be man-to-man. So it really just depends on how the D-line crashes and affects his chip blocks, okay? So he chip blocked inside because of the tackle, and he got double chip blocked, so now he's technically on the right side of the field, okay? So when he's like that, that's what's causing him to drop his man-to-man and play zone, all right? But as far as this side, this is how you can beat it with a freeform, all right? And I'll show you. There's a small window to beat those coverages, but that's how it's supposed to match up. So if I do it just right, as soon as he bites down, you can freeform it. Now, like I said, it's a freeform. You have to practice your freeforms. If not, Now, if you're usering that and you understand the match coverage, you could probably user that safety and understand, hey, if I'm going to play this cover 2, my assignment is going to be whichever one of these 2 receivers is going vertical, okay? That's really all match coverage is with your safeties if you're a safety user. You're taking the furthest, the receiver that goes the deepest, the fastest. That's who your assignment is, all right? If they're both going vertical, you play deep and play ball in the air, okay? But other than that, that's pretty much what it is. It's got soft spots in it. It's not perfect, but when people see you running cover 2 sink, they're not understanding that there's things that they have to do to make that soft squat play down. And I see it a lot of times, and they're just running vertical concepts. You can run any match coverage versus a vertical concept, and it'll play everything down the field. The only time that it's going to change is when they start putting the short routes underneath, and that's when your bracket coverage logic kind of becomes into the mix, all right? So let's give you another idea. Let's see what other coverages we can kind of go over. Let's go. I wish it was like a cover 4. I guess I have to go to nickel to get the cover 4. Let's do quarters. Now there's supposed to be quarters and palms, all right? And this is interesting because palms will play like a cover 2 sink, but it will also play like a cover 4, all right? So it's like the patterns in it is basically cover 2 or cover 4, whereas quarters is either cover 0 or cover 4. That's just something that you guys need to understand. The first thing that I'm going to tell you is the man-to-man principle that it's going to have. So like I said, palms could play 2-man, okay? Whereas quarters is cover 0, all right? So we're just going to run it vertical so that you guys can see the routes downfield. I'm not going to throw it. I just want you guys to see. So the safeties are going to play a little bit further inside. In a quarters defense, you're going to get your chuck zones on the 2 inside. So palms is going to be good at kind of, if people are hitting your seams, you can turn match on and you're going to get those chucks. It's going to slow those chucks. It's going to slow them down if that's where they're hitting you at. All right. And then it's just going to pass them over to the safeties. And then those two palm quarters are basically going to sit right here for any check downs. Okay. Then you're going to get your bracket coverage right there with the 3-rec. 3-rec actually goes pretty deep, you know, as long as nothing goes to it initially. He's going to pick up the closest thing to him until it comes to him. And he'll check down. Now, I'll show you how it changes. If I run that flat, if I'm not mistaken, that outside quarter should drop down. Let's kind of show it. All right, pay attention. Told you, I know my match coverage. And this is where palms becomes useful because most people don't know this. All right, in palms, this is the only quarter that will play down like this. All right, so if you run a flat underneath, he's going to play down, and that's going to be it's basically a trap defense. Okay, it's like cover 6 trap, something like that. It's going to be 2 matches. It's going to be soft squat. So you're basically cover 6 this side, while you have your man-to-man logics on the other side on everything down deep. You're going to get your zone chuck right there. And then sometimes these zone chucks, they'll reroute pretty good. But you do a good job of kind of getting the passovers off. And you get your bracket coverage on the flat read. All right. This is really the only time I really run a lot of match is 2x2 sets. Quarters match is going to be cover 0 logic. I'm going to explain. Well, now I'm going to show you quarters doing the same thing. And it's not going to, that outside quarter is not going to play that flat. Just watch. So we'll do the same exact thing, the flat route. Pay attention on the left side. Right? Notice how the bracket went over the top. See, what the safety does in quarters, he's going to play that medium leverage. So basically, if that flat becomes a wheel, he's going to be over the top of it, whereas in palms, they'll be a little bit closer. So he's basically going to be playing the number 2 all the way. He's not going to be playing anything over the top. So quarters, this is going to be defined as MEG, man everywhere he goes for the outside corner. Okay, that's the only thing that changes. Understand, quarters is man everywhere he goes because the safety is going to play the bracket logic. Okay, safety plays down to help over the top on the underneath. Okay, so it's pretty much, like I said, you're going to get a lot of that. Now, this side, like I said, you're still man-to-man everywhere he goes until I change the concepts on the other side of the field. It's easier to teach you guys one side of the field so that you guys understand. Instead of me just trying to make all kind of crazy route combos, you need to understand how the coverage works so that you can be like, okay, I'm going to put this on this side. So, you know, if he's doing this, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. All right. So if I go, let's say we go 2 flats and have 2 verts. You understand that you're going to have 2 man everywhere he goes. All right. So this is going to play, I can't even define the coverage it's going to be, but both of the safeties will be playing underneath over the top. You're going to have 2 man everywhere he goes. And those safeties will be playing down and inside. All right, let's slow it down. So it makes it hard to really dink and dunk if you line up correctly. You still have to line up in the correct defense. But as you can see, the safeties are over the top just in case a playmaker goes up the field. He's going to be in position to be able to, you know, take that route away. Obviously, yes, it's still technically in man coverage. Your read is going to be the running back right there all day, all right? But I'm just showing you from a coverage standpoint so that you guys will understand how these coverages work so that you can implement them, whether you're deciding you want to blitz and just keep the coverage logic on one side of the field, you know, and it's going to help you the more that you understand it, all right? All right, so now we're going to get into the 3 receiver match coverage, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to bring a 3rd receiver into the mix. We'll start with palms and then we'll do quarters. Bluff blitz is basically a 3-rec. 3-rec plays the shortest route on the field, whether it's a drag, a hitch, whatever's closest to it is what it's going to react to. All right, so we'll start with palms. It's one of these defenses where whoever the number 3 is, so for the purpose of number 3, remember you're counting the actual receivers that are running routes. So I'm going to block the running back for this because it'll be a flood concept if I leave him over there and someone's going to be open because it's going to be forcing a bracket coverage on, probably the hitch route. But we're just going to run the 3 receivers, and I want you to pay attention to the safety. Safety's going to be, if I'm not mistaken, he's supposed to pick up on the number 3 option. Slow it down. I don't think he got a good release. It's faster. It's easier to teach with a faster tight end. And I don't think I have any 4 wide receivers. You can expect palms to get a lot of zone chucks on anything that goes more than 5 yards. So you see right there, your bracket coverage is on the hitch. That's why I'm saying if I took the running back and ran a route to the flat, then he would be open against that defense. Remember, in this thing, when nothing goes to the flat on palms, he's going to be man everywhere he goes. Remember, anything vertical is man coverage. Okay, that's the easiest way to start teaching it. Okay, so if you know you have vertical routes on the field, it's going to be man everywhere he goes. See how he plays, man everywhere he goes, even though he's in a quarter assignment. All right, so as long as nothing crosses outside to the quarters, you won't have to worry about him kind of playing to the sidelines or anything like that. Now, you could take advantage of this. It's man everywhere he goes. Sometimes you might want to do a slant, flat wheel concept, and that wheel's going to get open. You must slow it down. So you got to be careful. You got to know what beats you so that you know how to counter it in case you face it. Like, don't sit there and over spam it. That's why I play man coverage, and then I just set my zone, match zone assignments. So if they're constantly playing this and they have their match on, not everybody has a match on, but if you catch wind of them having match on, you can force those quarters. Like I said, this is going to be palms. He's going to play the flat. Number 2 goes to the flat. He's going to take the flat, and that wheel route's going to take off. So you basically have a 2 read right here where you can hit the slant or you can wait on the wheel. Okay? You already know you're going to get bracket coverage on the hitch, and that's what opens that up. So that's just something to pay attention to. Right there. So just kind of pay attention. 3 route meshes on the same side of the field. Yeah, they're in match coverage. It's just understanding the logic helps me understand how I can attack it if I see it. So like I said, it's palms coverage. We already went over the quarter's going to play the flat if anything goes outside. Whereas in quarters, he's just going to be man everywhere he goes on the outside. Whereas the safety is going to play down to the flat. Okay? So that's going to be palms. And the easy way to attack it is slant flat wheel. Okay? You hit the slant. And then as a user, if you understand this, it'll help you get that safety and pick up the new route. You create your own pattern matches when you do it. All right. So there's other. Let's go back and let's go over. There's 2 different cover 3. Well, there's 3 different cover 3 matches. There's the zone blitz match. There's going to be the seam, and then you should have a buzz seam in here somewhere. Not all defenses have it though. So I don't think they got it in their 2-4. See if their 2-4 odd has it. See, not all of them have it, so I'm gonna have to find one. See if I can find one. So a buzz seam would be considered a unique play because not everybody has it. They don't have it in their nickel. I'm not even sure if they'll have it and they're 3-4. The thing with the buzz seam is, it's like me explaining big nickel over G. And big nickel over G, cover 9 and cover 6 are both cover 6. The only difference changes is the safety and the linebacker are going to swap assignments. Okay, that's just something that you guys need to understand. Now, in terms of aligning, because you can't just call match coverage and be like, oh, Shadowway said it. You need to understand everything about match coverage. All right, so if you have a seam flat, let me get on the other side of the ball. It's easier for me to teach on my end. All right, so in this one, I should have a buzz, if I can find it. Might just be in big nickel over G. Yeah. All right, big nickel has it. If I can find it, there it is. It's the cover 3 buzz seam. Now, I use this a lot from my man coverage. I'll use those assignments where the safety plays the hook and the linebacker plays the seam flat, and then I'll just play an over the top zone with the outside quarter. The only way I'm going to press that outside match zone is if I know for a fact they're not running revert. Because if you press a match zone, remember it's man to man. And elite receivers can beat press coverage. So it's just something to kind of pay attention to. So if I know they got a good receiver, then I'm not going to press it. All right. So let's kind of get into it. And let's just hopefully he has vertical concepts. So like I said, it's easier to teach from a vert standpoint. Now, my logic usually is going to be that usually what I'll do is I'll make sure that this seam flat matches up with the running back. The issue with this formation is the running back's on the right. So I understand how the match coverage goes. The hook curl is going to be responsible for the running back. The seam flat's responsible for the tight end. Third's responsible for the outside receiver. Seam flat will pick up the running back if the running back goes to the flat. The safety will pick up the tight end if he goes vertical. And then my assignment is going to be bracket coverage with the hook curl. As soon as if I find something across the middle, my assignment is to bracket him off. All right? But I'm just going to sit on the D line and just let y'all see how the coverage runs. And then we'll get into the details. Like I said, remember when I showed you palms, the 2 quarter flats were going to play the chuck release, and then they were going to sit in the seams waiting for any check downs. All right, well, in this case, you're going to have your seam flat and your hook curl are pretty much going to do that. I don't think we got a good zone chuck because he just went straight man over there. So we know quarters will give you the zone chuck and the flat, whereas everything else is just kind of waiting. So we got four underneath zones, and you got 3 high. So that safety, he's going to have help to either side. So if he throws it up the seams, you know you're going to have outside help with those corners. And your weakness is going to be on the outside. Like when I attack cover 3, as soon as I see that bell, y'all see what I do against it, man. I hit it straight up to the sidelines. You won't see me use it too much. Or if I do it, I put an outside quarter so that they kind of give that man face, so they can kind of jump anything to the outside. Because the only thing with the inside third, with those thirds, is they'll just help that safety if they try to throw it up the seams. That's really the only thing that you're going to get out of it. Your buzz is going to basically you're going to get a quick, if they keep killing you with this quick seam pass, that buzz kind of takes that away from them. And I might actually choose to flip this play simply because the running back is on the other side. That's usually how I do it. Like, I know I have my auto flip off, but I prefer that this seam flat in this big nickel over G lines up with the running back. Like, that's just how I do it, you know. And I want you to see the difference. I might get a zone chuck over there on that slot. Might. Yeah, that runs a little bit better. Now, granted, it is vertical, so. So you could play man-to-man. See, if you release, like if he does a block release, he's going to go straight to the flat. That's the only thing that changes. So if you don't want him to go straight to the flat and you want that safety to pick that seam up, you're going to have to sit right there. So just kind of pay attention to what people are using against you. So if I know he's going to do a check release, I could just sit right here and force him to block and then sit on him. I ain't even got a blitz, but if I blitz, I'm going to get blocked. I'd rather take him away. Granted, he did have a little. The only thing is, it takes that quick read away from the safety, like up the seam on that side. That's pretty much the only thing I'm seeing. Like if you're playing people that throw inside, but as you can see, those thirds on the outside, they build too fast. And I know how I attack it. I throw fast on them cover threes to the outside, but that is buzz match. It's only in big nickel over G. I probably wouldn't use big nickel over G versus that formation because of the alignment. Sky is just going to be drop over the top. Seam is when you turn your match on. You'll have to turn your match on for it to play correctly. If not, it's just going to play like an underneath cover three. It's not going to be like a hard flat or anything. It's just going to be, a standard drop. But Sky usually plays over the top. It's a little bit harder to beat a Sky on a post route than it is versus you trying to use a seam. A seam will kind of bite on comeback routes and stuff like that, whereas Sky just plays straight over the top. We're not. It's a bend but don't break version. I don't use a lot of cover threes due to the fact that I know how to attack them, so I don't want to be attacked the same way, So I mean, it's good at run defense. I will say cover three is a good run defense if you know what you're doing with it. Like sometimes you'll catch me using cover threes if I'm just wanting to take the flats away and stuff like that. But other than that, I don't run it too often. I'll blitz out of it, and I'll fucking use it to, play run defense. But other than that, I leave it alone. It really depends. At the end of the day, if I see spread defenses, I'm running a 2-3-6 Sam. I'm going to give you a couple of ideas. I'll run a robber press if I see someone come out and it's like really anything empty. Like if I see an empty, I'm going to run a robber press. Just set it up. And usually I'll blitz their throwing side. So if he rolls out to the right, I'm going to blitz that side. And then I'm just going to play the coverage over here on the left. And I'll slow it down. Now, the AI is going to dink and dunk. But users, they think that these plays, like they'll come up with a little money play from gun empty because they watch such and such's channel. And they're like, oh, we're going to run air raid. You match up like this, I'm telling you, if he rolls out, you see that corner coming. He's not going to get blocked. That's just something that I like to do. I'm rushing 4 or 5 every play. I'm not going to rush 3 because I'm going to get weak boxed. All right. So I can actually play run defense out of this as well. And it does come with a loop blitz that I create. So if you kind of pay attention to that linebacker, he's going to loop around almost untouched. Now, if I start picking up, my user really depends on, what I'm facing, what's beating me. I'm pretty much trying to take the seam route away because most of the time, that becomes an issue. Now, if I'm doing the cover 3, again, you got to make sure that whatever it is that you're doing matches up. So I like to slide my linebacker over there, go ahead and create my loop. Then I might be on this blitzing defender, and I might take the flat. It really just depends. If I feel like I can get through there in those match zones, they're going to play anything down to the flat. So you have to turn your matches on. Can't leave it default. They dumb out real bad. And then you get all these people talking about, oh, zones are broken. Well, you're playing a match zone and you don't have your matches on. At the end of the day, that's what it is. People don't understand basic football. They just sit there and pick a play and they don't go into their coaching adjustments. They don't lab anything. They just go copy paste what someone else is doing. Henry's doing. Henry doesn't know how to fucking play this game, bro. It's simple, bro. You're going to have anything cover 2 sync. We used to have a cover 2 carry. All right. But we don't have the cover 2 carry anymore. It used to be like in a 4-3 defense. But you have the cover 2 sync, cover 6. Cover 6 variants are cover 9, cover 6 trap, cover 6, and cover 6 invert. Now, the thing with cover 6 is some of them, not all of the zones in it are going to match. Okay? A standard cover 6 is going to be a cloud flat. He's just going to sit regardless, whatever the coverage is. He has no pattern match assignment. In cover 6, he is a cloud flat. He's going to do his basic drop. So if anything goes to the flat's going to be open a little bit, and then he'll catch up to it later. Whereas a soft squat is going to play that, and if anything comes to the flat, that soft squat bites down. Okay? Cover 6 invert, same thing, except you're playing a switch assignment where the corner plays the deep half, and then you have the safety playing a curl flat. That's great for defending crossers. Like if anybody's just sitting there just running crossers on you the whole game, you can use the cover 6 invert to kind of, alter them from that play style. And then you have your cover 9, which is going to be a switch between the safety and the linebacker on who's defending the flat. Okay, so it really just kind of depends on if, let's say, I'm worried about the number 3 is going to be the running back. Then I want my linebacker being in that quarter flat. If the number 3 is going to be a receiver or a tight end, then I want the safety to be in that quarter flat assignment. Okay, so that's just helping you guys understand between cover 6 and cover 9 if y'all ever get into that situation. And then that's pretty much going to cover your cover 6s, your cover 2 sinks. They're one and the same. All right. Then you're going to have your buzz match and your cover 3 sink. Those are your 2 cover 3 matches. And then you have your zone blitz matches, which you have in like your fire zone 2s and in cover 2. And then you'll have your overload 3 seam presses and stuff like that. Those are going to be your blitz match coverages. All right. Blitzing works great from man looks, so that's why I said if you're going to play those blitzes, you have to have your match on. You can't leave it off, or people are going to find holes in your defense real quick. And then obviously your bracket coverage, cover 4, and palms, you'll have those. So that's pretty much going to cover all your match coverage tutorials. If there's one specific that you want help with, if you want to kind of build your defense around, just hit me up and we can sit down, we can lab and we can figure it out, like if you want to do any adjustments. But for the main thing is, what I'm doing is I'm going to man up, and in situations, I'll put match zones on the field. and I'll kind of evolve from that. And once I get a good, comfortable lead, then you might see me play match coverage on out because they won't understand where I'm going with anything. I'm going to play some games, bro, and you can kind of peep how I play versus certain things. You know, like I start off very aggressive, and then as the game progresses and I got a comfortable lead, then I'll kind of sit in those match zones. But I'm very aggressive in the first half to try to get separation from my opponent.
The NFL is on EA Sports Simulator in Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Just about time to rock as Tony.
And yes, I use a punter as my
and we are
kickoff.
underway from Santa Clara.
Alright, so let's see. Come out, be aggressive. Like I said, I don't do too much user adjusting early in the game. I want to see what he comes out in and how I want to counter. I might actually have to turn that on right now. Let's see. Remember man to man.
First play, Purdy wants to throw it. The first catch of the game for James George. And he gets this to take it down to the yard shy. Purdy off the play fake.
So there's my cover 2 safe.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. They tried to go a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense.
Sometimes you're
running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique.
In this
case, none of it worked.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing here, Purdy. And that'll be incomplete. Good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Umpire guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, that incompletion right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Purdy. They'll get this out right into the tackle. 14 yards is the pick up there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy.
I love this coverage.
And unable to break away, they stop him a 2-yard shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Good changes. Usually I would.
Back to throw. O'Connell. Short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. And just 3 yards on the catch there. Couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. And his throw goes
Coaches will tell you in the past, the biggest teaching point, get your head right, locate the football so you can make them play on it. It's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
to throw here. O'Connell. He rifles it. It's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Chevrolet's.
I don't want to overlead him.
Him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six, because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return for good field position. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Again, McCaffrey. Across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into a quick touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it often surprises the heck out of the defense.
So following the touchdown, here's Mooney back out to send it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And no Allen found the cover to the center, and he's dropped to the 18. The offense from Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Well, put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. If you control the scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
O'Connell on 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
It's not an easy job to go catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and never throw the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And O'Connell now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's a intercepted. Picked up and the 49ers will take over possession here under the 44.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And he releases it, and now falling incomplete.
You gotta give some credit there. Able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. That's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, trying to bring his arms down.
Solid stiff arm. He's got the balance behind it before he takes it inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Purdy. Complete to the tight end. Play action, and now Here's Purdy to throw. Same target, same result. It's killed. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, Purdy sliding out of the pocket. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And dump this off to his right. The ball's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard. Thankfully for the offensive fortuitous bounce there, the fumble goes out of bounds. As they're down here in the red zone, you don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession and still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and see one cut and his grasp in the air. This time, he locked in on the quarterback, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback. And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. It has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quick.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. There he goes left side. And all the way to the opposite 45. 48 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. So the big play goes all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down to about the 42.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw? That's what I call playing the piano for a defensive line, with the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just feels and gets the outside part of the field right there?
O'Connell from the gun on 3rd down. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. They'll go for it. O'Connell. This is caught inside the 15. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Back to the running game. Jacobs. Shots and tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. This time they're going to get him behind the line. Down is a 2-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd down. Now it's O'Connell. A dump off here to Purdy. They'll get only a yard out of that, and bring up 4th down.
It's important as a defender to come down and keep the play in front of you. And make sure you don't give them enough space, and they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't
few yards shy. The Raiders trying on fourth down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Near his goal line, here's Purdy. And that is the throw took him a little too far in second down. Final play of the half. Purdy winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis operating, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the one touchdown in that first half, 7-0 our scores. We get going in quarter number 3. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. We got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing. Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Here's O'Connell again on 2nd and 10. Left side throw complete to Adams. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. On this play with the sticks. Now O'Connell. Working the middle of the field. He's got it incomplete. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And nowhere to run on the interior of the defensive line. He'll get back over to the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing O'Connell. That one complete to 22. And they get him down to 9 before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves them over to 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's O'Connell. He hits Adams complete. Now he's loose down the sideline. And he scored. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams, 58 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, so he's going to have him go for 2. Well,
I think that analytics are starting to say with it being from the 2, that you're going for 2 more often. That makes sense. But there, I still like going for 1, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's my first instinct. But I'm starting to see how the game is starting to change. We're getting a number of these quarterbacks who are telling their coaches we should go for 2 all the time. I want to see if we ever get a team that actually starts to do that.
Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. Open nose, Charlie Jones. They're going to speed up before he's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Takes this one down. Couldn't ask for much more at this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. On the move to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw away.
Then their backs up against the ball a little bit, and they come through it, forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, McCaffrey. They do get a yard there. Using 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They go play action here. Purdy. He's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back in the 39-yard line. Max Crosby picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Take your field goal like a good little girl.
The field goal unit, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. That's leaking. He missed it by a foot. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-point game. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, that's certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up.
I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk. The defense has done its job. It's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
So the big play means just like that. They get away from the red zone now on first down. From the shotgun, O'Connell. And he's going to be intercepted for the 4th time. And the Niners are able to fall back as time in this third quarter play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. Purdy going to load it 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Well, this is taken in. He'll take this to the left side of the field before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Purdy from the gun. Out to his left. He throws it can't connect as it falls incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Purdy now on second down.
Free shot, we'll take it.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses are finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us and praise the defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there. We've seen it throughout this game. These defensive coordinators step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
He's got to get first down as the tackle comes in the Raiders' 20-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Shotgun
shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Play action. Now Purdy. That's caught by touchdown. And the Niners are able to build on a fourth-quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And able to show that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Yeah, I put a soft spot down there. Thought it was going to go inside, so instead of putting a deep out.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. A very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
There's no doubt, Glenn, we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed, that's the spark they were looking for.
This is caught in the and he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And he's got it. The conversion good. We are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one's setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they get down shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Steps away on the slap. Throw right side, McCaffrey's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Purdy will set up the throw here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he went backwards. They'll be down at the 30.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense are saying go right ahead with those. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Purdy to throw.
In that situation, and now fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A big kick, 50 yards the time, but a return of 1st and 10. The offense from Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. And that's caught inside the 30.
course, defensively, that turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
And they take a knee. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's O'Connell. Comes around and they hit, but they say it's incomplete. What's the in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, well, come at me instead. That's exactly what they did.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there.
Next time you might want to think twice before you call someone trash.
And I've known kickers that take it as
Just got beat by a 62 overall quarterback, my guy.
You think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
And he loses the football a second time. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something.
Started slow, like I said. I'm always going to start slow, but I always finish strong, man.
Very good, in fact.
Kind of break it down a little
To
bit.
get a decent look in the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done.
Like I said, get aggressive early. I did start off in a cover 2 sink because I don't usually expect people to come out in these gun tight formations so early. So I went ahead and hit them with a cover 2 sink. What I wanted to emphasize is I wanted to get a jam on the first read that would come across the middle of the field. So I went ahead and applied the defensive assist. Take that read away, kind of force him to throw it somewhere else. So his only read at this point is going to be number 19, but I got bracket coverage on him. So we got a soft squat over there. So notice how the soft squat's pulling down the field on the left side, whereas he has a flat read concept on the right, where I have a soft squat sitting there waiting for him to either anticipate which receiver to throw it to. So I'm carrying everything over. If he throws that, the receiver's not ready for it, it's going to be a bad pass. He throws that, I got a safety over the top that's probably going to pick it off. So basically, play action, Crosby's going to win that animation. Now, he did get some routes that, I ain't agree with. I couldn't match up with him the way I wanted to. I was trying to over adjust. I usually don't intend to over adjust too early, and that's probably going to be the death of me one of these days. Usually it is. Just trying to over adjust too soon. I ended up throwing a pick and he ended up capitalizing. See, he ran a lot of weird shit, bro. Dude was just dropping everybody back. Like, when you drop everybody back, you're going to give me more time to make these quick reads, all right? So it just tells me, I know you're in a cover 3. The only thing that I worry about when they drop back is I'm not going to be able to throw that seam route over there the way I want, because that safety, if he's dropped back, he's gonna lurk it. So if he's playing down on the tight end, I know I can make the throw, but I'm not going to try that if there's a safety that's dropped back over there. So what I go ahead and do So I go ahead and hit that tight end on the inside, try to get that quick user catch. It's a little bit hard because I'm pulling back on the stick so that I don't run into the safety trying to catch that. But we managed to make ends on it. I tried to get him with a crossing concept, I want to say. And I thought I would have been able to get this, but I was pulling down on the stick. I probably could have hit 16 right there. I had a lot of reads right there. I could have hit the tight end over the top, but my quarterback doesn't have a fast release. So if I would have thrown that and that safety from the other side's coming over, it probably wouldn't have been a completion. So I was trying to get it over the linebacker's head. Instead of throwing a touch pass, I threw a bullet. So, I mean, he's got lurker, so he's going to get those animations. It happens, you know. Nothing's going to be perfect. And then he just started going quick flats. I had the flat read over there. What I ended up having to do was put that corner in the flat because I was trying to put a match quarter on him to keep him from going over the top. And I thought that flat would have played underneath, but it didn't. It didn't necessarily do what I wanted to because his receiver ran right into me, created a rub route, and I couldn't get over there to the flat fast enough. But that's fine. Like I said, I was trying to get some pressure on him, make it throw it before he was ready. I think we ended up getting the ball back. He tried to go for us. See, that's where he messed up, you know. So we go ahead. I hit him with the zone weak to the other side because I seen he base aligned and brought his corner over there instead of keeping him over there. So we go ahead and go to this side where we got our protection sets. And we try to follow them runs, get the easy run. Dude kept coming out in this cover 2. I refuse to run a Tampa 2. Like, that is like one of the last defenses that I would consider running. You know, it works if you can set up blitzes out of it, but just running that shit stock is going to be a no-go. You know, the reason why is just like versus verticals is very vulnerable. And I'm going to have a bunch of reads right here because, see, for one, verticals automatically is going to make the safety split wide. Okay, so that middle of the field is going to be wide open to attack whoever I want to hit. Okay, that's why I prefer cover 2 sync because it'll have match zone principles that'll man up and play bracket. Catch him. He just kept spamming backing his coverage off, so why not hit him with a little in route? I could have hit either one of these. I could have actually hit the smoke screen because his user is right here. Like when you user a zone, you have to match up with someone quickly. You can't just be standing there. Like you need to react to something as soon as it develops. Like right there, he's 2 seconds into the play. He hasn't made a decision. He's just sitting there. Like, who are you going to cover at this point? All right. If you move, obviously you're going to give me the middle of the field. But he took so long to decide who he wanted. In the minute that I seen him cut left, I knew I was going to be able to throw this behind him. He turned his back. You can never turn your back to the ball. Ended up catching him out in that cover 3 again. This time I knew where the curl flat safety was. He was over there. And he was playing wide. I don't know what he did over there. I guess he switched to like a cover 3 blitz. I don't know. Like he was blitzing with his user. I don't know what he was doing. Trying to do some weird cross man. But it was cover 3. And like I said, I love doing this versus cover 3. Get over the top of them. They're not going to be able to react to it fast enough. It's just like an easy one-play touchdown without having to wait on a post route to develop. Trying to remember what I was in. I know I put some match zones. I think I put a soft squat on that backside and a third on the other. I think I was hard flat third with the linebacker corner on the right, and then I was soft squat hook with the safety in the corner on the left. I didn't get a chance to adjust the other safety. I want to say I put him in a hook curl. Man, I just stream every day, bro. Just make sure you got the notification on, and I get into it and I break these films down, show you guys, things that you can do. Like I said, most of the time, I mainly just use verticals to open everything else up. See if I can force somebody to play a different defense. If they don't, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what we always say. So you want to keep backing his coverage off. I'm going to keep throwing it over the top of you. That cover two is not safe. Especially when you're using the mid read, because if you're using that mid read, he fucked up right there. That mid read's supposed to play over the top of those hook curls. At no point should your mid read be underneath those hook curls, because if you're underneath and you're playing a linebacker, you're already at a disadvantage without a lurker. Now I know, what's his name, the linebacker he has lurker, but if you get beat, regardless what your speed is in this game, if you get beat off the line of scrimmage, if you get beat, it does not matter what your speed is, you're beat. And I beat him with an 82 speed tight end because he wanted to use the mid read. Like, it's important. Like, if you're going to play a defense like that, that mid read is important. You cannot take that away from your defense, because that's where I've been killing him at the whole game. Every time he came out in the cover two, he's sitting on that middle linebacker, and those hook curls aren't going to play drops. Now, if you're going to play like that, you would have to set your zone drops on those hook curls to play a lot deeper if you want to play underneath with the middle linebacker. Because if not, I don't use zone drops because I play match zones. I trust everything that I call is going to match up and get aggressive and, play to the ball. But if you play like this guy, if you're playing just standard drop zones, you need to play to the technique of how you want to use her. See, right here, you see those hook curls are both getting ran past. They're not getting a zone chuck or nothing. They're just basically sitting there, and the receivers are running right past them, and he doesn't have that mid read over there to kind of blanket that area of the field to take those reads away to force me to throw it outside. So that's, y'all got to be careful if y'all are going to use your middle linebackers in the field like that. Because like I said, I go through the film on everything. I look at thousands and thousands of reps of this shit every year, just, seeing where people are playing incorrectly in coverage, and I learn from it. At the end of the day, I learn from it. I did make a mistake here because, like I said, I do tend to throw it quick. I thought he was going to cut under, but he didn't. Like, he did cut fast. He just didn't cut the way I wanted him. I was expecting him to cut under. That's why I threw it. But he just didn't. It was man coverage a little bit. I guess he was very aggressive to it, so he could have probably turned a match on. He could have been in a cover three match. I don't think I got to set up all my zones over here. Yeah. You got to be careful with these match zones, because like I was telling y'all earlier, regardless what the zone is, you can have an outside quarter. If you're playing press with a match zone, elite receivers will beat you. So this is more of a teaching point. I didn't mean to match him up like that because he'll zone chuck, but at the end of the day, he's going to get beat off the line of scrimmage when you press if you don't have over the top help. So do be careful when you press. That's why I try not to globally press too often, or I might just individually press if I know I have over the top help. That's where I started going to that big nickel over G. Try to see if I can force him to throw it before he's ready. I think the only thing that got me is as soon as he ran that play action, I probably should have just stayed on the running back. I had put my defensive end in a seam flat. And remember, like I said, those match zones play man everywhere he goes. So he's going to get bracket coverage on the slot receiver. Yeah, no, that was my user responsibility, and I didn't cover him. because I had put the seam flat on the defensive end, number 9, and he was going to play man everywhere he goes on the slot. And it's going to be bracket coverage with the safety. My thing was I was thinking that somehow he was going to still try to throw that. At the end of the day, he has Kittle over there. I'm thinking, Kittle might do a block release or something like that. So it is what it is. Had I covered him, everything would have probably been blanketed. I don't think he would have gotten that throw off on that crosser coming across the field. But like I said, do what I got to do, make the tackle, get the play off. Yeah, seam flat defensive end, it will play man everywhere he goes. Yeah. So that means if you want to put him in man coverage and put the guy in coverage on the slot receiver and like a hook curl so he'll play down to the running back, you could do that. So you put 2 match zones on the field. And I don't know why this guy keeps helping, kept playing cover 2. This time he left the mid-read alone, but he's user and the safety. The safety has a responsibility in cover 2. You can't be playing inside like you're playing an inside quarter. If you're going to play that deep half, you have to play in between these 2 guys. You need to be playing more to the numbers, because if not, see, the first thing, look, his first mistake. I hiked the ball, he hasn't moved. I already ran 5 yards down the line of scrimmage. You cannot play safety like that in Madden. All right, you need to play your assignment. If your assignment is a deep half, you need to be playing bell coverage immediately. You cannot hesitate if you're playing a drop zone. Your assignment is drop zone. You need to get the fuck back. You're playing inside third now. That's no longer inside quarter. You're chasing the wrong route. Look at the other side of the field. You're not giving them no help. You see what I see? If y'all want to run these little cover 2 defenses, man, y'all need to pay attention. Because them verticals, and I'm going to be looking like they will beat any coverage that I want, depending on how you line up. And we just go ahead and seal the game off with the little squib. Good comeback win. Doing the damn thing with Aiden O'Connell, bro. I actually like Connell. I just wish he was a little bit better in certain aspects of his game. But he can make the throws. He does tend to overthrow certain ones. So you have to have your free form on. You can't go classic with him at all. If you try to just throw the ball without pass leading, then it's going to be inaccurate as fuck. All right. The exceptions to that is, let me see. There's going to be some free forms that may be out of his range that he may tend to overthrow, but you should still be able to catch. And that's just the disparities of playing with a low overall quarterback. Other than that, like I said, the offensive line doesn't block as good as they once did. In beta, they were blocking perfectly, almost like they were in MUT. MUT blocking is great. Regs blocking is, you see how I'm playing offense now. You see how I play offense now. That means something, bro. As soon as I get the ball, I make a quick read, I throw that bitch. I'm not hanging on to the ball. I might throw picks in the process, but I go back, I look at my film, and see where I'm making a mistake at. If I see a similar coverage in the future, then I don't know what else with that, but if I see similar coverages in the future, I'll know how to adapt and who my quick read is, or if there's anything I need to change. If I see people play with their coverage, whether they're drop back and playing short, pretty much what I'll do, there's a couple of hidden motions in the game that you might see me use on occasion. I'll go ahead and show you one real quick before I go ahead and see if I can get me some groceries or something, man, because I'm hungry. If anybody want to shoot your boy something on the cash app, I would appreciate it. But let me back. I did not mean to go to skills trainer. But I'm going to show you the hidden motion that I'll use that's in this formation. There's actually 2 of them. And it depends on how you're playing defense, whether or not I'll use them. And then some of you guys might look at these motions and y'all might think they're broken, but there's reasons for these motions. All right, some of them you may not get unless you're on a specific spot on the hash mark. But this one works regardless where you're at. And I'll show it to you. Alright, so what you're going to do to get this hidden motion is you're changing your point receiver. Alright, so what I'll do is if I see them playing press coverage and I want to hit my guy on the outside but I don't want him being pressed, I can switch the point receiver by motioning the inside receiver to the left. So if they're playing press on a receiver behind the line of scrimmage, I'm going to get a free release. That's just simple stuff that you don't see a lot of people talk about. So it's just, I'll do that. That's one motion. And he'll get a better release off the line. And he'll get his speed up a lot faster too. So like I said, you might see me do this on occasion where I'll motion him out. And then I'll wait and see how he can just blow by the DB. Because you're not able to press it. And he'll have that extra step to build that speed and acceleration up. So I can pass lead this thing inside, or I could just throw it over the top, just doing that little hidden motion. The second hidden motion changes the formation, even though it's the same formation. It's more of a formation audible. So all you're going to do is you're going to motion this receiver over to the right, and what's going to happen is you're going to be able to use that tight end to pass protect. So if you're dealing with someone that's blitzing a lot and you can't pick it up, motion him to the left, and now that tight end can be used to chip block. All right? So that's just another thing that you can add to your game. And then what we can do at that point is we could probably, before I do that, I might want to use, and see, I can motion him back over and keep that chip block. Hey, that's going to be interesting. Man, let me actually lab this. Because I usually don't do that, but so if I bring him over and then bring him back. Okay, so I would have to lock him with the block release. So I would have to, when I bring him over, I'd have to lock him in with the block release and then bring him back so that he stays. Bet. Then I can use them and run verticals and stuff from right there. So see, that's some stuff right there. Because now that tight end running right at you, and now I can open up that dig. See, that's why I say, man, y'all need to come into the lab with me sometime, man. I'll be finding some stuff. So that's interesting. Bring him there. He has to be in a block release. The only thing is, I'm just worried how long it's going to take to set up. And then he gets a fade route when he does that. It's like a glitch fade. That means I can get underneath cover 3. It's not like the other fade. Because this one, it does a stutter step. So now, I can even do even more motions now. Yo, okay. So now we get that fade. And that fade, you can lead it underneath and outside. Oh, you know they even fucked up, bro. So I can motion him over. I just don't know how much time. It's going to give you that glitch fade route. I don't know. I'm not sure how much time I would have to do 2 motions, so I doubt I'll have time to do that. But it's intriguing, to say the least, right? That we know we can do that now. There's also another hidden motion you can motion him out. I'm trying to remember what I would use this for. I'm thinking I would use that if I'm on left hash. Let me double check. I think I got. Debating, is it a left hash motion or is it a right hash motion? So that gives him a little bit more room. Not sure when I would use that. Let me see. I do the 4 verts. Might give me a little bit of separation. So it gives you a little bit more separation. You can kind of. I need what's his name to cut inside, so let me see. Why is he not running the crosser? It's like you would think cover 3 he would run the crosser. No, he runs it versus like cover 2. So that might be useful. That opens up that inside seam route instead of him running right into the. Because he's outside wider now, and the third safety's on the right, it's going to prevent that third safety from navigating to the left side of the field to play the other route up the seam. So that could be useful. Just trying to see if there's anything else that I want to show you guys before I go see about getting me some groceries. Like I said, anything y'all need help with, man, stop going to these other channels, man. They not going to help you. They not. I said, I already know I love the screenplays. Screenplays are good. Anytime. Okay, another one. Last tip for the day. And I know I say this every year. It probably won't be long, man. Like, if you've been following the channel long enough, you know I'll stream and then I'll be back on about an hour, 2 hours later. You know, my Raiders play tonight, so I won't be streaming during the game. And I got to go into work in the morning. So I'll probably stream before the game comes back on. I just gotta, I'm getting old. I'm 37. So I can't sit there and play like 12 hours straight. I might have like 10-hour streams or so sometimes, but I kind of lose interest after a couple of games. But I do want to kind of make sure that you guys have the knowledge so that you can carry on everything that I'm teaching you guys at least. I don't even know what the fuck I picked. Oh. Anytime you run base runs, fellas, or any type of trap runs, you always want to do this motion. Now, when you do this motion, you're going to have to motion hike it, okay? Because with these trap runs, blitzes from the backside are going to come screaming through. If someone can pick it up and they align correctly, if they blitz and you got a pulling guard coming out, you're probably going to have just that tackle blocking 3 guys, okay? So if they overload from that backside, you're in trouble. So what I like to do is I like to motion, go ahead and ID the mic, and then I motion and then hike it before he's at that center to pick up the back guard. And we'll slow it down for you guys so that you can kind of pick up what's going on. So when he comes off that backside, usually if there's anybody coming from that gap, he's going to pick them up. You're basically switching the receiver for a guard. And we take that receiver's defender out of the play. By now we have a DB in the middle of the traffic. And he's not going to stand much of a chance over there, okay? And I'm not even using my best running back. So it's just something you guys can add to your offense. Just make sure you hike it before he goes over. Now, if I have a better running back that I'm using, I mean, obviously we get bigger plays off of it. But y'all see, for the most part, the chip blocks are there. And we can get, you can open up and break big runs off of this. It's not something that I would spam, but it is something that you guys can probably use 3 to 4 times a game just to kind of keep people honest. It's just simple motion in. And if you do these with like jet sweeps and stuff, it's going to be even better. But like I said, appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm going to need to call and see about getting me some groceries, and I will catch y'all in a minute. All right?